I will testify that my unit, the 1st and the 21st Field Artillery, part of the 1st Cavalry Division, used white phosphorus in support of the Marines' attack on Fallujah. That's a fact.
Boo.
I know a number of my fellow soldiers who died violent deaths in Iraq. I know a number more that were seriously wounded. And for what? More importantly, though, what I saw in Iraq was death and destruction visited upon the Iraqi people by the United States government. Since that time, since I've been home, despite efforts of a lot of good people here, the U.S. peace movement is moribund. It's small. It needs to be bigger. So the question is how do we do that? How do we kickstart it? Well, some people say in 2018 or 2020 we'll make change at the ballot box. I personally feel that this is a foolish assertion if one looks at the last 70 years of United States history. It doesn't matter if we've had a Clinton, a Bush, Obama, Trump in the White House, this party or that party in Congress, the bombs keep falling. Your enemies aren't in Syria, they're not in Moscow, they're not in Iran, they're not in Korea. They're much closer to home. They're in places like the Pentagon, the White House, the halls of Congress, and of course, they're puppet masters on Wall Street. We need consistent events and pressure that puts pressure on the powers that be in this country. How can we do that? By getting out here in bad weather. Let's do it again. One thing I want to talk about after the event is that if anyone wants to talk to me about further events in the future, this needs to keep happening, and hopefully we'll get more people out here, especially when the weather's better, and we're going to put pressure on the government. If we get enough people, we could shut down Public Square.
Yeah!
Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Also, just a quick shout out, I guess, to myself. I will be speaking more on this topic at St. Malachy's on May 27th. I've got some flyers to hand out. I'd love if anyone would want to come. We could talk more. I've only been given a few minutes, so I'm going to cut it off, but we'll expound on these topics that I've talked about then. Thank you very much.